So this is a short training video for bank tellers. Thanks for watching. You'll be taking deposits for Freetown City Council and also registering the payments inside the city's finance software. This is very much a part of the Mayor's Transform Freetown project that you've heard so much about. Your participation, well, it's a key contribution. This video is about 8 minutes long, but your time to process the payments will be less than 2 minutes. It's quite easy. This training focuses on registering the payment into the Freetown City Council system that we call MopTax. Registering the payment into MopTax is done first, and then after that, your usual core banking is carried out to register the payment to the Freetown City bank account for property rates and business licenses. First thing in the morning, you log in to the production site called freetown.balusoft.com, and that'll take you directly into the production for MopTax. You can, in the meantime, do some training on this training site, moptax.balusoft.com, and that's the site we'll be going into for today's presentation. You can log in and practice at bankteller@gmail.com, where the password is welcome. Now, if you happen to lose your login and password, you can write an email to support@balusoft.com, and that will get you some clarity on what your password and login information should be, or you can contact your tech support. Your login will be individual for each teller, and your manager will supply you with a login address and password so the activity is tracked and traced properly. Now we'll log into our MopTax. This is what the page looks like. You enter your bankteller@gmail.com with welcome. So this is the training site where you can practice. The production site will be exactly the same. So at this training site, you've got nothing to worry about if you enter some payments. So logging in, your first step is to press the properties page. The properties page will bring up all of the properties and businesses in Freetown as a large database, and this is where we begin. When a customer visits you to make a deposit, they'll present you with a rate demand notice, and that looks something like this. So it's not possible to make a deposit without this rate demand notice, and it shows all of the information that you'll need. This rate demand notice is for property tax, but it could also be for business license if it has business license noted at the top. The property ID is the key that you need to note. So the FCC number it's normally a 7-digit number. So here, just the last 5 digits are most important. So here, 69380, located at the top left here. And you'll also see a photo of the building in the top right, and that's how we identify the correct taxpayer account. So let's go back into our MopTax. You have this list of 160,000 properties. So to select the correct one, we look in this box here in the top left, and we enter our ID, which is 69380. And you can see that it's sorted out this one record, 69380. Press that, and you can see that it brings up a record of this particular street, Rokupa Wharf Road, off by Bure Road. And that should check out with here the address located in the top right. Then the photo gallery will bring up a photograph of this property. And you can also see on the rate demand notice that matches. Perfect. So you can now be sure that you've got the correct account in MopTax. The next stage is to press the payments page. So here you can scroll to see, here you can add a payment. All the invoices that we've sent to this particular taxpayer is both a business license down here and a property tax up here. But we're going to do a property tax payment as you've seen on the rate demand notice. So we add a payment in this button here. That brings a create a payment page. The amount to be deposited is entered into this box. Let's say it's a small amount, 25,000, because of course the taxpayer doesn't have to pay everything in one go. They can pay by little installments. So that could be a small amount. The payment purpose we know is for property tax, so that's why this is selected, property tax. The related payable should be something to do with the 2020 cycle. Here we've got a domestic property. It's a 2020 cycle. The bank ID. The bank is at this stage not known, the identification of the payment. So here, until we can clarify that, we put none. The payment date is going to be today's date. So if you press today, it always brings the current date that is being paid in. And the notes here can be for the person who's paying in. That might be a Mr., let's say it's Mr. Sase. So we save this record, and here you can view the record that you've just entered, 25,000 Leon. And if that's correct, that would be fine. Let's say that you've made a mistake. Let's update that to, let's say, change that to 250,000 Leon and save that record. You can then see that that has been amended to 250,000 Leon. An important element at this point is to make a note for your MopTax ID number, here MopTax 29, and that will be entered into your core banking when we get to that stage in a moment. So we've almost done. The last stage, if you have a printer, is to print a receipt for the customer. That can be done here. And a PDF copy is on the lower left-hand side of the screen. That brings up this receipt, which is neat. And so you simply print that, sign it, and stamp it, give that to the customer. Then we've pretty much done. You enter, you press your properties page, and before you get to the next customer, you enter your core banking information for that amount, and don't forget to enter the MopTax. In this case, MopTax 29 is the identification, so that goes into your core banking record. Then you're complete. Then on to your next customer. Thank you very much for listening to this, and I hope all goes smoothly. Good luck.